The only people who don't want to disclose the truth are people with something to hide.
The United States federal court hits President Barack Hussein Obama with 3 charges of abuse of office. The charges presented are detailed and damning. The indictments assert that President Obama acted as a dictator to exceed his powers of office, to appoint officials behind the back of Congress during a recess period. Richard Cordray and Barack Obama, in a staggering announcement, an Associated Press report declared, President Barack Obama violated the Constitution when he bypassed the Senate last year to appoint 3 members of the National Labor Relations Board, a federal appeals court ruled Friday. Mr. Lyndon LaRouche, a well-connected journalist and political activist, characterized the court's assessment as probably the greatest indictment ever seen on a standing president throughout history. White House Press Secretary Jay Carney reacted strongly against the charges, declaring, "We believe that the president's recess appointments are constitutionally sound." However, the federal court seems to disagree, having put in place a list of charges presented as conclusions according to LaRouche. The court appears to take the view that no such recess was in place. As such, the president was in violation of Section 5 of Article 1 of the Constitution, that stipulates that a president cannot make appointments without the consent of the Senate. The failed Obama gambit had hoped to apply the section of the Constitution that reads, "The president shall have power to fill up all vacancies that may happen during the recess of the Senate, by granting commissions, which shall expire at the end of their next session." The Washington Post reports on the seriousness of this abuse of office is more than an unconstitutional attempt to circumvent the Senate's advice and consent. It is a breathtaking violation of the separation of powers and the duty of committee that the executive owes to Congress. Crucially, no other president in history has ever tried to force through such alleged recess appointments while Congress is still in session. The offenses occurred last year, when President Obama opted to bypass Congress and unilaterally appoint 3 people to seats on the National Labor Relations Board. He also made Richard Cordray pictured with Obama head of the new Consumer Financial Protection Bureau after the Senate blocked action on his nomination. Cordray's appointment, made on the same date, has been challenged in a separate court case. Lyndon LaRouche has characterized the events as probably the worst violation by any sitting president trying to use a procedural loophole. Jubilant Republicans are already looking to set in motion impeachment proceedings. LaRouche, who studied the court indictments, believes Obama's offenses are far graver than those that led to the impeachment and removal from office of disgraced Republican President Richard Nixon after the Watergate scandal.
If there's a blue pill and a red pill, and the blue pill is half the price of the red pill and works just as well, why not pay half price?